Alrighty everyone, welcome back to the channel. I'm going to be playing some more Geoguessr today, and I think I'm going to play a Turkish map, primarily because someone asked me in the comments to play it, and I'm reading the comments, and I'll pretty much do any request within reason, because I don't really have anything better to do with my time. I'm always looking for ideas, so I'll probably do a little bit of that, and then do a little bit of 10-second no moving, panning, or zooming.
Very false.
And then call it a day. So, without further ado, let's find Turkey. We're going with Mapper. Explore Turkey from the northern mountains to the southern coast, passing by the small villages in the large town of Istanbul, with this map providing more than 1,000 places. Alright, 50,000 people have done it, 1,000 locations. Let's just drop a like. I'm going to assume it's going to be good. So we'll just be proactive there. And I'm just going to let myself move if I want to, because I don't really know much about the country, other than I have one friend that I used to work with that was from Turkey, and she told me that there was a town or like a hotel you could stay in where it was literally caves built into walls, or like the hotel was like basically carved into a cliff face, and that seemed pretty cool to me, I'm not gonna lie. And so maybe we'll get to see that on here.
It never happened.
But anyways, oh, we got a city off in the distance. By the looks of it, quite a sizable city too. So let's see. We're just going to be moving around. Oh, interesting. Got your basketball courts. Is basketball big in Turkey? I was listening to this podcast the other day where they were talking about how pretty much the coolest thing that you can do is go to a sporting event in a different country, which I completely buy into. I've seen videos of basketball getting completely crazy, way more hyped up than you get in the NBA. I've seen soccer matches where people are literally lighting fireworks off in the stadium, which seems incredibly cool to me. And so going to a basketball game in another country, I think they even talked about some basketball game in Turkey that one of them went to, which was just absolutely lit with craziness going on. Yeah. One thing I'm interested in, what are the biggest sports in Turkey? Is it like soccer, basketball, or is it anything else? I mean, look at this. Obviously, we've got what looks to be ocean to the north, but just look at this view, and also look how big it is. Yeah, this is awesome. As a quick aside, you see the white and the red. Something that people do that are like really, really good at Geoguessr is they are into the meta. And so they know like, a white car with an antenna is Turkey. And so they could not notice the landscape at all, but they see that, and so they know it's Turkey. And to be honest, I don't think I'll ever get into that. Not because it wouldn't help my Geoguessr game improve, but it just seems like a lame way to play the game. You know what I mean? Like, you shouldn't really be able to get any clues from the Google car as to where you are. Oh, I'm not sure if you guys saw that, but I have a Chromebook, and so when I said the G word, the G assistant popped up on my screen. But yeah, so obviously I think the Black Sea is what we're looking at. And there's obviously a number of cities, and we could be in any one of them. and it sticks out there. It's hard for me to get a sense of like that little peak. Is that something big like this, or is it something small like this? So we're gonna see if there's any more clues out there. I've gotten one turkey round that I think was on a Geoguessr play along. That was, I think it was Urdu, if I'm pronouncing that correctly. But to be honest, I'm not really sure entirely how to suss this out, like which city we're near, besides looking at the landscape. Oh, Ankara. Where's that? I'm pretty sure I saw that. Let's get a little bit closer. And is this the break between Europe and Asia? Because I'm pretty sure Istanbul is the only city that goes to 2 continents. So I'm just going to assume that that's that. If that's wrong, then correct me. Ankara, Istanbul. So we are near to Istanbul. Or maybe not. Maybe it's saying, well, okay. Right now we're facing west. So is it possible that we're over here? Could be. Sinop, Bafra, Havalimani Airport, Otogar Coach Station, Sahir Merkezi. What is that symbol? Oh, more basketball. I love to see it. Are there any Turkish players in the NBA right now? Not that are coming to mind. Although now I need to look it up. Oh, there's a few. Okay, Enes Kanter, Furkan Korkmaz, Cedi Osman? I didn't know that he was Turkish. Ersan Ilyasova, Omer Yurtseven. To be honest, I've never heard of him, but he hasn't played any games, so I feel a little bit better. Oh, I'm remembering some drama involved with Enes Kanter, which I don't need to get into because honestly I'm not educated enough to make a statement on it. But I do love Cedi Osman. Cedi Osman. He has like a great personality. Anyways, let's see. So is this saying like, okay, so there's the airport. Havalimani looks like it's down this way. Let's see if we can find it. Yeah, when I first opened this map, you could see some big cities in the background, or big buildings in the background, and I was going to be like, oh, is that Istanbul? But I feel like it's a very, what's the right word for it? I guess just American point of view, where when you're thinking about cities that you haven't traveled to, it's very easy for me to think like, oh, this is a big city. It must be the biggest city in this country, without realizing like there's a lot of big cities in Turkey, I'm sure. Like, let's actually see this. I'm just interested now. Turkish cities by population. Istanbul, 15 million. but 2 million, 5 million for Ankara, Izmir, 4.3 million. Yeah, these are all massive cities. And so big buildings doesn't imply Istanbul, but it looks like we are near there. Yeah, it's interesting. I've not done a ton of international traveling. I need to do more. I've been to a few random places in the middle of nowhere in Mexico. And I've been to a few Italian cities, London, Copenhagen, Amsterdam, a few others. And the like Western point of view, it's like these cities are a lot cleaner and nicer to visit than a lot of cities that I've been to in America, because I've been to a ton of big cities in America. And they're not as nice. Like, I live near San Francisco. I would way rather visit Copenhagen. Not just because San Francisco is familiar, it's just not as nice of a city. Public transportation isn't as good. It's dirtier. Obviously, yeah, it's a great city and it's a very cool place to visit, but it's revealing for me to see my bias when I actually travel, and I'm like, wow, this is great. Anyways, I'm rambling on because I'm not sure where we are. Obviously, we're near this airport, so let's go back to the start. Okay, so it looks like there's the city sprawling over here to the north and the west, and to the east is Hava Amani. Let's zoom in here. Is that big enough? You see, that's the thing, is that like when I look at that, okay, I'm gonna get to where I had the viewpoint of it again. Oh, look at this. This looks awesome. The street names aren't really popping up to help me. Okay, here's what we'll do. Sahil, Cedi, Sahil, however you say it. Let's get down to the coastline. Coastal Road. Oh, look at this. Plajlar is beaches. Sahil Yolu is coastal road. Okay. So let's get on the coastal road. See what it's all about. Oh, there's a little pier up there. Okay, let's see how this road ends. It should break off to the right with like a little shopping situation going on. Wow. We've reached the end. Okay, so let's return to start one more time and try to work it out. Oh, what do I know? Let's just guess it. Wow. So that sign that was going east, it must have been because you had to go east. You had to go east to get to the freeway that would cut back and bring you to Ankara and Istanbul, which makes a whole lot of sense. So if we get down in here, you can see the piers. You can see that thing that jumped out. Yeah. Well, this Samsun seems like a dope place to visit. So I guess I would like to go there one day. But probably what should have clued me off was Ankara was listed above Istanbul. And so it should have made it sort of clear, like, hey, Ankara is actually closer. But oh my god, all that time on literally the worst round you can get, just about. So for anyone watching that knew and just watching me just mindlessly click around and make a fool of myself, I'm sorry if that was frustrating. Hopefully it was more entertaining than frustrating, but so we have it. Cat 10, Cat 7, Cat 1, Cat 4. I wonder if that's like a freeway names. Gyrus. Perpa. Auto park. It's like a car park? Or am I just making sounds that are familiar to me and trying to assign meaning to them? Likely so. But oh well. Are these ads? Interesting. What is this building? Perpa. See, like, I'm not sure if that's the name of a city or that's just like a word that means something. Oh my god, look at this. Oh, this guy, but look at this guy too, but it's massive areas. Have I ever eaten Turkish food? What is Turkish cuisine like? Hello, Wikipedia. Ottoman cuisine, okay. A fusion and refinement between Mediterranean, Balkan, Middle Eastern, Central Asian, Eastern European, and Armenian cuisines? That's like a blend of a lot of different cuisines, so I'm not sure if that's really helping me. But I do love the idea of like a Mediterranean inspired Asian dish because I like both of those foods on their own. What's like the most classic Turkish dish? The only thing I know of, I'm not even, it is from The Lion, the Witch, and the Wardrobe, because the evil witch entices whatever the kid's name is, Edward, by giving him Turkish delight. Speaking of Turkish food, I haven't had Turkish food that I'm aware of, but I live in California, and there was like an article that said like the best coffee shop in every state, according to Yelp. And so I live in the Bay Area. Here's San Francisco. I live in this little town north of San Francisco. And when I read that article, they said that the best one was in Danville, which is about an hour away from me. And I love coffee. And so I said, you know what? I've got to try it. And so I drove over an hour. I think this was the place. This was the place, yep. And let me see if I can visit their website. You see, that was 2 years ago. Time really does fly. I think the pandemic is just like warped my ability to sense time. And so I went here, and it was great, by the way. But what they were famous for was Turkish coffee. That's right. Turkish coffee, which I had never actually even heard of, even though I love coffee, drink it all the time. I'm really into it. Not just like, I'm into coffee because I drink it every morning, but, I don't need to go on and on about how I'm legitimately into coffee, but I'd never heard of Turkish coffee, where it's like such finely ground coffee that you don't need a filter, and it just sort of sits in there, and then you let the coffee beans simmer down to the bottom, and then you drink it. And apparently it's really good from this place, but I didn't know that that's what this coffee shop was famous for until after I visited. But I'm actually going to be driving out to Danville tomorrow. No, not tomorrow. On Thursday, because I'm purchasing a van, like a camper van, which, not to bring this full circle, it's a Ram ProMaster City, and the inside of it has been revamped to be like a camper van with like a sink and a bed, so I can go camping or like road trip and go surfing really, really easily. And I'm going to be in Danville to pick up this van. The van's also made in Turkey. Apparently it's based on, I don't know, a Fiat of some sort, but it's made in Turkey. Let me see. Yeah, Fiat Doblo. So the ProMaster City is built in the same plant as Turkey is the Doblo and exported to North America. Whatever, I just thought it was interesting. I've been thinking about making a video about that camper van, sort of giving a tour of it. So if anyone is interested in that, then let me know in the comments and I'll do it. I might do it anyways, but maybe I'll back out because it's trying something new and that's difficult. So if that would be interesting, let me know. If you guys don't care about the camper van that I'm buying, then I won't really blame you. But anyways, I haven't tried Turkish coffee. I plan to try Turkish coffee this Thursday, but I've never tried other sort of Turkish cuisine. So let me just Google signature Turkish dish. Doner? What's that? This looks good. Oh my god. Maybe have to be something I tried. But if I was only going to eat one Turkish dish, what would be the one to go for? Anyways, all of that because, oh, doner, look at that. All right, well, now I know what they're making. Anyways, that was a rambling rant with no Geoguessr involved. But what are you going to do? Okay, now I'm not going to spend too much time because I just spent Ankara. Well, I spent so much time on the last round and then I wasn't even anywhere close to it. So I don't want to do that again. Istanbul, Avlat, Bari, Does that mean we're in Istanbul? I don't want to just like guess near Istanbul every round. But Ankara, facing sort of to the east, with a big stadium that says Istanbul on it. So I feel like I would be an idiot not to go for Istanbul, although I'm going to sort of hate myself if it's wrong. Now, this is such a big city, I'm not going to hope to get it remotely close. And it was Istanbul. Let's go. That makes me feel a little bit better that I didn't just let it sway me. The reason I was like skeptical is because you'll see like Broadway bagels all over America. It doesn't mean you're in Broadway, New York, you know, or you'll see all sorts of red herrings like that. But when I'm guessing randomly, I might as well guess based on something I had a clue for. Okay, we're in a more rural area. Now, like, I'll be looking to learn how do I tell if I'm in the north or the south based on like the aridity and just sort of the feel for the landscape. But right now I don't know, to be completely honest. Like, I feel like when I'm playing a diverse world, I can get a decent sense of if it's Turkey, because the type of locations that you get, it actually looks a lot like what I might expect, like the northern parts of Mexico, and in, this part of the United States, which sort of makes sense because horizontally it's close, but not so close as that. But this looks like I don't know. Out of metal. Doner again. There it is again. How I know it's a signature food. It's this thing. Not a lot of clues that I can interpret. We're going south. Okay, what is this road? Maybe we're gonna get like a... Yeah, we're gonna get a sign from this. Oh my gosh, no, keep going too far. Istanbul, Ankara, so I now know that that's the 80. D65. Okay. Let's see. So the 80 I remember seeing. It's here. That's obviously not what we're on because we're going south to north. Where is the D65? Okay, so what I'm learning is that the E80 says Istanbul, Ankara, because it will take you to those two main cities. D650. Oh. Okay. And that's to the south, so we are to the north. This one we are facing generally a little bit northeast, so that does make sense. So let's go this way a little bit. Alright, this one does look like it's this road. Oh. It looks like that does break around, so I'm just going to go ahead and assume that this is around where we were. So let's return to the start. I think that we went... Oh, I can't even remember which way we went. Anyways, I'm gonna guess we're like somewhere in here. Oh, a little ways off. So we were on this, but we were just a little bit further up, which I guess makes sense. Anyways, another pretty good score. I'm gonna take it. Oh yeah, this is the type of landscape that I really like, and it is very signature of Turkey when I'm playing a diverse world. Now, it could be all over. Right now we're going northwest. Pretty firmly northwest, so like, we could be somewhere like there. Now I could look for clues for days on this one, but let's see. Okay, so we know the 5806 is going to break off. D100, E80. Okay, the E80 is like everywhere. Where's D100? D100, let's go. Okay, Tokat. It looks like Ancilar breaks off to the south. See, this is where I need to do some like research and learning to know where these are. Okay, well, I'm just gonna guess here and see what happens. There's Tokat. Oh, how did I miss it? Oh, anyways, I probably would have guessed over here anyways, but... Ooh, that's not a good score. I feel like the ones where I've gotten like great clues, I've just been extremely far off on. Let's see where we are now. Oh, we are at the end of the road as far as the Google car goes. But let's see. I'm not going to spend too long on this one. Just because I'm learning that without doing proper research beforehand, which I will do some research and learning on how to get better at Turkey on Geoguessr before I attempt something like this again, unless you enjoy seeing me do absolutely atrociously. And you know what? I would respect that if that's how you feel. So, I guess let me know, but let's see. Got open plains to the south. I'm just gonna go for a gut guess, hope for an insane guess. I'm guessing here. Not even close, completely across the map. Yeah, I skew a little bit west of Turkey with my guesses I'm understanding and learning. But let's see. 9,600 points. Oh, I'm going to post this anyways, even though it's not a good score. And yeah, I guess shout to Egex, whatever, EGEX TV for suggesting me play this map. I'm sorry if I butchered your name pronunciation. I think I've made it clear by getting a 9600 my ignorance. But anyways, it was actually a lot of fun to play. Hopefully my rambling and ranting outside of what's actually related to Geoguessr wasn't too annoying. But I guess you would not be watching to this point if it was. But yeah, Turkey seems like a beautiful place, so big shout there. And leave a like and subscribe if you enjoyed it, I guess. Or don't. Do whatever you want. And I'll talk to you later. Bye, everyone.